Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to the Nitro Addiction. How's everybody doing on this beautiful evening? Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Been a while since we did a Wednesday, but here we are. And I got the final piece from my deal with the Nitro Pimp. I mean, all he gave me was money, but all the things that I did with it, and it all went into the hobby and the show. Every bit of it, so... What's up, Molds? Been a while, brother. Thank you for coming back and hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. Let's see. We've got Bob's RC. Yo, yo, yo. What's up, brother? All Aspects is in the house. And Mr. Nitro Pimp himself. I think that tracking said it should be there Friday. So, hoping all works out. So, I've never seen this before. $61.99 for the ProTech Sure Start. These are pretty much $80, you know, 75, 79, whatever. I've never seen one that low. Thank you, Hobby Action. But this is what you call a freebie. These are what you call a freebie. So it's a full set. The others are back there. So just like a lot of hobby stores, they got a point system. Once you reach so many points, you get dollars in credit. And after I made the purchase of the Chuggy that we're working on, I was up to $100 in free stuff. So I was able to get the starter box and the tires, which would come out to like $150, but whatever. It was mostly free. So now my order is complete. Everything has arrived that I ordered based off of the money I received from our deal. Bet you guys are wondering what's in here. Any guesses? What's up, Steve? How you doing? Says I have the on-road version. Oh, of the box? As long as it don't lose it. Yeah, no shit. I better not lose it. That's like a precious hunk of gold. Let's see here. New motor for the new build. I wish, but no. This is something that you guys have pretty much been demanding for a while, and I was finally able to fulfill that. Addiction, bro. When is the race again? Practice is Friday all day. Saturday is the qualifying all day, and Sunday is the mains all day. What engine are you running? The block engine. The what is it? ProTech OS block. Pretty much, it's the same as the 83. There's just a couple of variances. They're all OS. But block's good engine. So, let's see. Are they tools? It's kind of a tool. It's close to a tool. It's a tool for the show. A tool for the show. Any more guesses before I whip it out? Ever hear of Royal Engines? I have. What's going on, Paige Smith? What's up, brother? Royal Engines, are those the same as the FX, or is that different? Man, I've been wanting one of these for years. I'm so excited. You guys are going to flip out over the price. Royal is FX. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, yeah. I've heard of them. They're just as expensive as the OS from what I've seen. They're all like $500. Damn good engines though, well worth it. Never had it, but seen a lot of people run them, and I've talked to a lot of people about them. Never heard a bad thing about them. All right, any more guesses? We're about to show it. Countdown from 10 seconds. All right, enough of the suspense. Bam! Holy shit. Finally got the GoPro. This and the Truggy was basically what made me decide to go ahead and sell that. I was like, cool, two things I always wanted. So once again, thanks for the offer on that, Pimp. I never would have thought about doing it, but it was worth it. We both got what we want out of it. So I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait to see you open it and run it. I really wanted to do it myself. Just couldn't bring myself to do it. Hear me out. I don't race. I picked up a new in the box roll engine with machine pipe into it for $250. Am I in? Yes. It's going to take me a few weeks. Yes, after the first of the year, I have to get back on track money wise. So yes, if you're offering me that for that price, yes, sir. Straight up, I will take that. Do you know which one it is? Send you pics. Hell yeah, you were freaking awesome, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I would love to get an FX engine for sure. Badass, awesome, man. You just keep making my day, man. All right, I know we're gonna work on the Truggy, but this now. Can you guys guess what I paid for this? I bet you'll never guess. And they are still available on eBay. Look at that. Nice case. What GoPro is that? That is the 13, my man. 13 black. If you're doing a quality buggy, you need a quality engine. Yes, sir. Totally. Again, those are great engines. Yes, I would love that engine. I like that price. You say it comes with a pipe too, right? Yeah, matching pipe. Yes, sir. Still need to be broke in, I take it? Like new in the box as in never been fueled or anything? Wife's getting me an ooh, nice. I thought about it. But I went with this. Like new is new. Yeah. I get you. Hell yeah, and it's pretty. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I can't wait to see some pictures. It'll be after the first of the year, like I said. Because going home for a couple weeks, I lose money. So let me get back on track, and I will definitely hook up with you on that. All right. So it doesn't have the protective little covers on it, and it was an open box. And I knew that, but I was okay with that because of the price. Anybody got any guesses? Comes with a, what is that? What size are you? 128 gigabytes. Comes with a little mounting thumb screw. Comes with like a curved sticky pad. This. I think this is, if this is what I think it is. Doesn't this open up? I thought this opened up. I'll have to do some, I guess this, does that slide in there? No, how about that right now? thought I seen where that's like opened up. Well, if it's not, so I have to figure out all the mounting on it, whatever. Haven't really looked into it too much. It just showed up today. It's got a US, the USB-C or whatever you want to call it, a C plug. And I seen a video where you can change. There's a lot of cool features to these cameras. You can change out this little door here. I think it's the other side. Yeah, you can change this here out, and then there's like a deal that's got the little prongs on it, and then you can put like an external charger on it. I don't know that you have to have that to charge, like if you want to run it at the same time. But you can, some of you I'm sure already know about GoPro. We'll mess with it later, but you can swap out the lenses for different effects, whatever. It's got a magnetic holder. I don't have the piece. You got to like order that separately. It comes in some kits, but not this one. A lot of cool features to it, though. Looks like it's dead. Now it says comes with there they are. That's why it wouldn't turn on. 2 batteries. So it's like a 2 battery bundle kit. I don't know much about GoPro. This isn't a GoPro video. Just showing you the cool stuff that we picked up. So we'll get it all figured out, and you guys have asked me to do like lives from the track. We are going to start. I need to get a like a mount for my head, whether it's a strap or a clip that goes on the hat, whatever the case is. I'm gonna start looking into that. I don't know if I'll have it for this weekend. I was hoping to. I was actually hoping that it came with this. But anyways, I've wanted one of these for quite a while, and we finally have it. Yeah, the charger's in here somehow. I watched a video and I saw him open it, but I don't know. I didn't really see. It slides. Okay, you have to pull that spring-loaded, pull it open, slide your battery in. But yeah, there's one that you can replace this, and then you can put like an external charger on it. So that's the power button. Okay, yes, you got to pull. If you don't have that, you have to pull the battery out, plug it into the wall, yada yada. Anyways, so there's that. So pretty much got everything I could have imagined out of that. Of course, we can stick that to one of the cars, but man, I hate those shaky videos. And this is supposed to have really good anti-shaking or whatever, but we'll get more into that. Just not tonight. Tonight I need to get this truggy ready. So once again, my order is complete. Back to the build. Let's see. I shipped a read with the Phoenix today. Oh yeah? Is it coming here? Those white papery things on the lid might help. White papery things on the lid. Send everything. You sent in a care package? Well, hell yeah. Oh, all aspects, I didn't even see it. You guessed it, 200. Really close. It was 220. So, my eyes, a very good deal. for a brand new camera that it's only because it is a open package. Hell yeah. The day just keeps getting better and better. Mr. Nitro Pimp, you're a good guy. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, first thing before we actually get to build, next we have to put in the servos and start throwing that stuff in. So I'm going to get the truggy up here and we're going to start peeling them out. I may not get that far build tonight, having to take all this stuff out, but anyways, we're still gonna have some fun. Let's see. Sorry, trying to catch up on some on the messages. It's been another really long day. Well, appreciate you coming and hanging out, Northeast Mods. What's up? Pick up the back plate. The back plate. Sorry, trying to figure out what you're talking about, bud. Looking forward to the track live, says Steve. Dude, if I could get set up for this weekend, man, maybe a pro race live with me out there marshalling, that would be freaking just wicked. Pico 26 Max. Oh, I see you guys are having a side conversation. I'm trying to figure out what everybody's saying here. Hell yeah. Very helpful people in the in the hobby. Alright, let's see here. So if you guys try talking and I don't answer, sorry, I'm busy. Get that guy out of the way. Maybe. Trying. Alright. First thing is first. Let's speed this process up. Cool thing about this servo is we don't have to notch out that brace like we did on the buggy with the whatchamacallit, the Protect servo. Okay, I need to get, damn it, where's it at? Alright, I gotta grab a tool real quick. on, get off there. Alright, I think I gotta take basically all of this apart to get to the goods, but hopefully I don't have to flip it over and take everything out of the bottom. So the cool thing about having track friends, like I have a couple of them now, my buddy Tony has given me parts to basically fix this up with 8R style arms. Couple different upgrade pieces, whatever. But he's really helping me out on it. So he's a great dude. If he ever pops back in here, I'm going to give him a great big old thank you. Satan's Rage, how are you doing? Doing great, brother. How are you doing, my friend? Pico's Italian, yep. Alright, just reading through the comments. Trying to say hi to everybody that pops in. If I've missed anybody, sorry. Comment again and I'll see it and then I'll be able to say what's up. Okay. John just sent you a link to the video with the royal. Be prepared to drool. Oh man, you got me all excited. I'm gonna pop it up on here on the computer here in a minute, if you don't mind. Give everybody a little preview. But yes, I drool over engines. I love nitro engines. The electrics got their coolness too, but man, nothing's as sweet as a nitro engine. Yeah, so we're gonna get all the electronics out of here. The MyLaps, the receiver, the servos, all this has to come out. Gotta pick up the screw. Alright, so I get my little tiny guy here. Sweet. You know what? I'm gonna pull this up on the computer. Be prepared to drool and know the X-ray and separate buggies aren't for sale. X-ray is a badass buggy, man. I mean, the Serpent is as well, but like those X-rays right now are big in the race world. Oh, you were putting that link up there for those. Oh, okay, I see. Did you put a link in this live for your video? An auto racer and an airplane swap meet. Hey, if you want, put your video up and we'll watch it now. Put that link in the comments. Hello, my love. How you doing, baby doll? A week from Friday, I'm coming home. Come on, no, quit doing that. Zoom in. Close enough. All right, let me get the volume turned on. Oh, stop it. Can you guys hear that okay? So to answer your question, Nitro Pimp, everybody's names kind of changed. Recently, they did like an update, and it basically puts like your. Oh, stop it! I hate that. It swapped it out to like what you know, like there's two names on there. There's like your channel name and then like your URL name or whatever. So hers is under that, which I guess is like an email. But everybody's names is popping up different now. It's like you got to go in and change it. All right, I just didn't want to be talking twice. Ooh, I see it. I saw it. That's a good looking over Aussie too. Yes, sir. There's a delay. Put these boogies on radio and home. Hell yeah. I think they have like like a 501 and a 301 or something. Do you know what the numbers on it are? I can't really tell from this. That's pretty. Hybrid, what's up? Damn. K5. That trucky's gonna love that engine. That's crazy. The ball for 200 with a bad kill switch. The 200, man, that's a killer deal. Yeah, so when you say that engine, you're talking about the one in the box, correct? It's a good paint job. So that guy. Yeah, if you don't mind, do send me some pics. I want to see the specs on it, man. But yeah, that's badass. That guy with pipe. Yes. Very interested. Because I got some money back on that truck. But no, it's a damn good deal. I like it. Like I said, just give me till after the first of the year and we'll work something out. Faux show. I'm not going to put all this back together. I don't want to waste too much time. I'll swap the engine out later. I just want to get on with the build. So we're going to try and put most of this and just set it back in here. Yeah, I'm definitely digging that now. Now I can't wait. Alright, I think the rest of it will go with the servos. So I'm gonna get this dirty guy out of the way. But hey, this truckie helped me win basically the rookie class, and I was the only nitro left. Everybody else broke. All right, let's shift the camera around here so I can get back into my position. Oh. Alrighty, so last night we finished up, we finished J, so now we're on to bag K. Sit still. There we go, bag K. So last night I'd put that screw in without the bumper and realized that I'd done the wrong deal, and then end up putting the bumper on there. Well, I'm not even supposed to put all that on until like next step after this one we're about to do. But that's okay, it still works. You live and you learn. Put down this blue paper towel just for contrast. I mean, I like the way this is kitted up. I know I've said it a few times. We got bag K. Bag K's got 1, 2, 3, 4 bags in it, and there's a bag inside of a bag, and both of these for the screws. Everything's together. You don't have to dig through like a full bag of screws and make sure you got the right stuff. Like it's all there. Love the way they kit these up. Like I said last night as well, just like freaking Legos. And if you've never done Legos, they are a blast. I think the wife said she got herself a gizmo for Christmas with some Christmas money. So I'm kind of excited to see that when I get home. Yeah, the one in the box. Yes, sir. I'm loving it, bro. What's up, lame duck? See, Travis RC, even his name's different. A Nitro Pimp, I think yours is one of the few that didn't change. Congrats on the new cam addiction. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. We're going to get some cool videos, like I was saying earlier. We are going to do some live track videos. Maybe we'll get it set up for a race. We'll have to see. But definitely going to get some track footage finally. And if you guys are interested in a GoPro at a reasonable price, all you gotta do is look up GoPro on eBay and you'll find them for $220. The only thing is the box has been open and they don't have all the plastic stuff wrapped around them. So it's kind of like, it's just an open box buy. Which I've done a few things like that, and I've never run into an issue when doing that. That's one thing I like about eBay. Everybody stands by their stuff, so can't go wrong unless you just find a bad seller. But people don't want bad ratings, so most of them don't do shady stuff on there. Expensive, but not so much shady. Like you hear a lot of people on Facebook talking about all the scams that are out there. You don't really get that with eBay. That's why I try to stick to eBay with most things. Alright, so here's my steering servo. And yes, I got some tape wrapped around there. The wires got pinched a little bit, but they are still good to go. Alright. Like a glove. Yeah, that's the right way. I had to make sure I had the right orientation. Sometimes a pain in the butt to get servos screws started. Come on, get in there. Get in your hole. And it's so hard to get. It's gonna be another good thing about this GoPro is I'll be able to do this stuff with it on my head, and then you guys can see what I'm seeing. I won't have these bad camera angles. Now we can pull out the magic spinner. All right. She's in there good and solid. Damn, I did do that back. I thought I had it going the other way. Damn it. What the? How in the hell? Let's see if I got another one of these screws available. Didn't realize that screw was stripped. Did the paint with pants on? I always do the paint with pants on too. The hell? My comments froze up. Let's see, there's people there that I didn't know were in there. The hell? Hayden's in the house. What's up, brother? Misread the tired of the smell, not better miles. Anybody grab that Protect bag bundle from A-Main for $79.99? No, I did not. What was in it? Peyton, did you get your truggy built, brother? Finishing it up right now. Hell yeah. I'm a little behind because I talked too much. And then I had to show off a couple other things that I got. So I'm a little behind. What do you think of it? 4 bags for $80. What kind of bags? And for buggy or truggy? You talking about like a carrying bag? Great build, easy instructions. Can't wait to rip it. Yes, sir. Dude, I'm so excited for this weekend. I don't care. I'm going to be running against all you fast guys. It's going to be great. Are you going to run it with the pros? I think you're up there within their level. Here I am not even following the directions properly. I knew it didn't go in that way. I still put it in backwards. I literally thought I was going the other direction with it. Man, I don't know that this is going to fit any better than the other one. Damn, I thought this one was going to fit better. I will be running open, not sportsman. I don't think they have open. I think it's pro and sportsman, brother. I believe it's buggy bag, pit bag, tire bag, and fuel holster bag. Ooh, nice. Hell yeah. Hey, what servo are you running? And did you have to notch this out for the plug wire? Like, I don't want to do it. Wish they'd make these a little more open. Man, I don't want to trim that out. If it's pushing on that, it shouldn't. I don't think it's going to hurt it. The wire's flexible. That's crazy. Nitro Pro 500 servo, no notching. So you're running the Nitro Pro. Oh yeah. CBH 148. Thanks for joining in, brother. Shouldn't have to notch for that normal servo. It'll be smashed against, but it's fine. Yeah, it's sitting in there kind of smashed, but I think, like you say, it'll be fine. It's not like ripping it out or nothing. But yeah, I guess I'll have to go with the Nitro Pro if this one goes out, so I don't have to notch it for that ProTech. I don't get it. Come on, get in the hole. I don't know why it's always a problem getting these servos. Servo holes lined up. There we go. Yeah, even on the Facebook deal, Peyton, it says sportsman and pro and rookie. Yeah, anyway, good enough. What's going on, Joey? What's up? I will run with the fast guys. I know you will, brother. Well, that's good because then I might stand a small chance with that, with you not being a sportsman. But yeah, people at the track on Sunday, which we missed you, were saying that you know, a lot of the open guys are going to go down to sportsmen instead of running pro. So I'll be rooting for you, bro. All right, so next they want me to attach the front end to the chassis, which sucks because I don't have enough room here. I have to do some rearranging. I'm gonna move this pile. Try to move it out of the way. Do want to lay some paper towels down so I'm not sliding this chassis around and scuffing it up before we hit the dirt. I'm gonna take the bumper all the way off. Thought maybe I could just loosen it up and squeeze it in there, but nope. Okay, so it's still long enough for me to get in position here to get screws in it. So it wants the really long ones up here in the front. Let's see, 1324, 1346, 1349. So the 1346 or 15 mil. Those are 12 mil. So the 12 mil will go in the tranny, 15 in the front, and the 20 in the front. All right, making sure I got the right ones. These the same? Yes. Come on. I'll get the bumper on before we get too far. No. Come on. Oh. It's like if I don't put this bumper on before we tighten down the chassis, then I can't squeeze it in there. But then I can't really get the screw lined up until I thread it in. Since the bumper is keyed into the chassis, you must back it off before installing the front clip. I thought it had told me to put it on there. So yeah, it's just saying you gotta back it off to get the clip on, but that's kind of a pain in the butt. Awesome. All right, it only took forever, but we got it. Let's see what you guys saying here. Having a great time in Joey's Ace. Glad you made it, bro. Or the MST OP56 Lambo body. And hopefully fit on the RS403 Nitro. Hopefully. Getting some buggy racing this Sunday and Monday. First time, I'm pretty excited. Dude, it's very exciting. Good luck. Very nerve-wracking. And very hard. Especially you got to run against people like Payton, which they don't make me run against like people like Payton, but there is definitely a bunch of fast guys out there. But that's what the rookie class is for. Everybody has the Nitro Buggy Kyosho. That's all I know so far. It's something I've wanted to do for a while. It's a blast, man, but once you get started, it's hard to stop. 1/8 Inferno Neo, hell yeah. Those are good buggies. Right off him. He doesn't drive it much, so I'm getting for 300 with 6 packs, brand new tires too. Nice. You'll have some videos for sure, hell yeah. Yeah, with my new toy, I'm definitely gonna have some cool videos coming up. I don't know if you saw there at the beginning of the video, but I got myself a new toy. Dang it. Ah, stop hitting the camera. This thing's so big, I just can't help but hit stuff with it. Alright, so I gotta flip it over. Hopefully we can line it up. Kind of a pain, but... So 1344 and 1324. Those are even shorter. Or are they the same? I need to get my calipers out. It's hard to tell on these screws. Yeah, I'm in the rookie class. Hell yeah. And nothing wrong with the rookie class. Gotta get started somewhere. Okay, so those are 10. And the 1344 is a 12 millimeter. That's a 14. There's a 12. Sometimes these sizes are so close together, it's hard to tell. Okay, so it's an M3 by 12. Like that gold colored chassis. Look like you need to scroll down. I like that gold colored chassis. Chassis at the back of it reminds me of a Jado. Yeah, I really like the color. I don't know if it's gold or tan or whatever, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And I was like, how'd they come up with that color? But okay, so gently run these screws in. Don't scratch the chassis. I'm trying to go really slow with these so I don't heat it up and melt the plastic. Or of course just go too far and strip it. The color is called First Place. Yes! Looks super thick. Yeah, I don't remember if it was 3 mil or 4 mil. Guess I can get the old calipers on it. But yeah, it's pretty sick. .3. Let's check it back here. 3.8. So just depends on what part it is, but it's right around 4 mil. Stop it, lay down. Gotta have a fan because it's warm, but the fan sucks because it's blowing my paper towel around. Alright, next step. Put in the steering. Let's see, no, make sure the lineup is flat side of steering post. So they key into the chassis for proper installation. Yep. Use assembly from step J4 and insert steering post. Now they're saying to insert the steering post into it. If I can, I like to secure the steering post to the chassis and then slide it in over top. I don't see why it wouldn't work unless these are in the way. But if you put it up in there, it's kind of hard to get it lined up. Let's see. So if we put the post in, now we may not be able to. Yeah, we may not be able to get it to slide in. That sucks. I like that color. It's like a gunmetal. And drop it. It's slippery. Oh my God. Stop being a pain in the butt. Bearings are still in the bottom. It's the main thing, making sure I didn't drop the bearings. That's why I like putting the post in first, but I have to take things back apart to do it my way. That's a major pain in the ass. I'm really thinking about taking those body posts out and doing it my way. I am going to Loctite these, but I need to get these screws started. Let's see, those posts. Take the 1343 up to 10 mil. You guys can't really see what I'm doing, but trust me, you ain't missing nothing. Just me struggling. But you know when you got them in there, right? Otherwise, it doesn't fit. Oh, you're a pain in the ass. All right. Should have had my Loctite ready, my screws wet. Now I gotta do all this one-handed and hold it in place. You know what? Got the wrong stuff out. And like I said, that body post won't even fit in there if the notch isn't facing right, so it's easy to tell when you have it in there, right? I think you guys can probably see that. Maybe not. Looks super thick. Yep. It is sweet, brother. I love everything about this truggy. Even the body that a lot of people don't like. But I've always liked trucks anyways. So even though it's got that big old giant cab, that's just part of it that's appealing to me. Alright, see if I can keep from dropping the bearing. Stay in there. So next, really you want me to go to the back and do that brace? No, I want to put that top cover on. Why don't you have me put that top cover on yet? Wants me to go to the next page. So it wants me to do all this stuff in the back end or mess with this before I put on this. No. But what I am going to do is I'm going to add the Loctite right inside here to the inner threads. I always hate when you go to put a screw in through the plastic part and then, you know, you lose all of that thread locker. Come on, what the hell? You gotta put it on the right way, stupid. I tell you what. We'll come back to that page in a second. So those. TK 1443. 43 or 10 mil. Okay, just making sure I'm using the right ones. I got enough thread locker on these. Kind of makes it a little bit tight. That's better. That one in the middle. 444. 12 mil. All right. And then it's telling me to do the back. We're just going to go with the medium stiffness. That's stock. It's going to be just the big one on the back brace. What is that screw? 1528. 18 mil. Says there's only one screw. Oh, it gives me a 1528. So it does give me a second one in case we use the other brace, but it only calls for one. Like that little side legend says there's only one of them, but really there is two. All right, next page. Okay. It said bag K, and I'm like, I'm on bag K, so it just keeps listing it. All right, so we already did that. So now we got to connect the steering rack to the outer deal. And that is a 1534 22 mil. No, I did that wrong. I stuck the 22 mil in here. And I found the 18. That is okay. Things are so close together. If you're not actually measuring them or holding them up to the book, sometimes it's hard to tell. All right, so now we got this screw, 21, so there's 4 on top and 1 on bottom. One screw on the bottom. See if I can get this. Stop falling. And we got 4 washers that go on the top side. Always hate messing with this part. There's 4, right? 1 on the bottom, 4 on top. Damn book. There's no good way to hold this. Alright. Much of a pain in the butt as that is. Eric Lund, what's up? How you doing? If you screw in the metal, you look tight, blue. Yeah, so everything that I'm doing, I'm Loctiting. All the screws going in here into the steering are Loctite. All the nuts are Loctite. The steering posts or the shock tower is Loctite. Every bit of these screws, everything is Loctited unless it's going into plastic. But yeah, everything. Because I have a 2.2 buggy, and I know how they like to spit screws and bolts out. Or screws and nuts. Alright, see if we can get our book to cooperate with us here. So I'm hoping that they just gave us a bunch of extra washers. It says 10. I know I put 5 on that side because I got 1 on the bottom and 4. 1 on the bottom and 4 on that side, right? Yep. I think. Yeah, they're in there. It says I'm supposed to have 10, but I only have 3 left over, which isn't bad. Just double checking what I'm looking at. It's getting so big, it's growing. Let's see if I can get it flipped over without everything coming apart. It's bad enough when you're not trying to film. Thanks for pointing that out, Eric. Well noted. Yeah, when I got my buggy, I did not realize that even nylon nuts would come off. Found out the hard way. Now, I'm not going to Loctite these in. Hopefully they don't fly out. But if they do, maybe I should. But like on the buggy, one of them got stuck and stripped out, and now I got to Dremel it out. Hopefully as long as I heat it up, it'll come out okay. All right, so now these two go in the chassis brace. What did it do? Oh, I didn't put it on yet. Looking like a beast. Getting closer. Only works if you put the right size in there. And yes, these are MIP. Oh, really? One thing I wish Techno would do differently is in these braces, put the capture nuts in there so we don't strip out the plastic. Or, you know, eventually they'll get ripped out of the plastic even. Okay, so there's all that. What are these other screws for? I have extra screws. I don't think I'm supposed to. Ah. So those extra screws and washers are what hold the servo in, but I'm using those other ones. So we're gonna call that a win. We have extras in case we need them later. There's the fourth one. Awesome. So bag K is done. Now it's time for bag L, which is everybody's favorite. And then M should be next. All right, don't cut the boot. Slide down there. Tiny, tiny pieces. Get out of there. Never built shocks from scratch before. Like I got a brand new set for the Mugen buggy, but I've never opened up the bag and done it yet. Because I think right after I got it, I got the 2.2 buggy, and then just wasn't really needing it for the track and hadn't gotten around to building it yet. Alrighty, let's see. Step one. Stop. Okay, so in step one, we're showing the shock. I'm gonna have to cut all these pieces off. And these. All right, so we start with this, and we start with one of these. See, note, short end guide used in front shocks. Ah, short in the front, maybe long in the back. Put the little, basically like a rubber seal. And then, just, you know what? See if I can do this the way they show you. Some of the guys do this on YouTube. So we'll put that piece on. Basically, we gotta work backwards here. I know you guys can't see the book, but following that step. And then there is another one of these. No. Another one of these. And then this. Oh no, they only show the two. Okay, that makes sense. And then that goes on like that. So basically we built it backwards from the way that they're showing it, because this is going to go down inside the shock, and then this will be up towards the cap. Because I should put a little drop of shock oil on it. So they're calling 550 in the front. See, I've always run the higher number in the front, or since I've been at the track anyways, and the lower number in the back. We'll try it this way. Just see how stock is. So I'm just going to put a dab of this on here. Trying to help make it go in easier. Oh, it didn't go in right. Something's wrong. Something wrong. Why is everything trying to sit crooked? It's like, is there a secret to this? Secret of the NIM? Maybe it's the fact that I don't have that plastic completely cut off. Little tiny tedious things. Alright, that ought to help. So now we'll do, just like we did, we'll do it backwards. That's the top piece that they show. They're showing the shock upside down, and then to get them in the right order, you got to go opposite. I think a lot of people use like the slime stuff on here or whatever. There's probably a few different things, but it's one thing I don't have. Tighten it down just to hold it in place, but we don't want to crank it super tight. We'll be able to get the shaft through, so hopefully I did that right. Looks like it matches that. Okay, so now, so the thinner end goes towards the top. This little washer thing here. And there's like a groove on that bottom side that fits over that washer, so make sure you put that on right. Where does it show this little tiny thing? Use green slime or oil on the shock shaft, yep. And O-rings to prevent tearing and leaking, yep. Shock boots must be installed before attaching in rodding, yep. So it doesn't show this little tiny piece here, but I'm pretty sure. Oh my God. It's weird that it doesn't show it. I'm pretty sure it doesn't go on the bottom side. Oh, that ain't going nowhere. Because I threw it on the floor. Let's see what we got here. There's an O-ring that goes into the ride height stop spring collar. A little grease on that thing helps spin a lot easier. Can be hard to grip that thin collar. Yep. Gotta correct the bottom. Can compress the O-rings and bushings. Yep. Thank you. Appreciate you helping. Maybe next time you'll keep me from dropping that little guy. Put the bottom cap on the shock body, but don't tighten it down. Yep. Snug before inserting the shock shaft, otherwise squishes, sandwiches, the O-rings where the shaft can't get through. Yep. A little tiny O-ring is for the oh, you're right. Yeah, Big Boys Toys, what's up? Thank you, bro. I do appreciate that. I remember that now. I'm glad you said something so I don't sit there and fight it like a dumbass. I thought I'd seen like a little O-ring on these somewhere, something. It just seemed like it was right. So using my shock tool, but I don't have a driver this small, so we're the wrong tool. There's one. But yep, you were totally right, brother. Appreciate you pointing that out. Okay. But you're saying that O-ring goes inside of here and put a little bit of oil on it and it'll spin a little easier, correct? I mean, yeah, that's what they show. It does not want to go on there with the cap, though. I'm going to have to put it on, get it started first. Maybe that doesn't work either. Little bastard. If I put it inside there, am I using the wrong one? There's two different rings. Thinking maybe those really thin ones go inside the cap or something. I don't know. It's got two really thin ones and then two kind of thick ones. Now these techno seals are solid and go forever. Yes, sir. Yep, you got it right. Makes the right height adjustment a lot easier. Otherwise, can try to unthread. A shock body from the cap. Yeah, it's like if you try to put the ring in there. It's got to be the thinner one. What the hell am I doing wrong here? How in the hell are you supposed to get that thing started? Because if I put it inside there, like it looks like it's supposed to go. Ah, now it's falling back in its groove. I just wasn't getting it in there right. Got it. Man. Played a lot of video games when I was younger, now my thumbs cramp up. Put a dab of the silicone inside there. Make sure this is loose. So, this should be the thing. Yep. Do you know on these truggies, is it the same as the buggies where you got to put some O-rings under the piston so it doesn't allow it to droop too far? You know what I'm talking about? Because on the buggy I had to put some orange rings underneath the piston so it didn't like bottom out. I wish I thought about trimming those before I put oil on it. Maybe it'll fit. Yeah, maybe it won't. So I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I was using the X-Acto knife to trim the little plastic tips off. And make sure I'm not cutting myself. Alright. Sorry I'm so quiet. Just trying to concentrate on this. Alright, so now you know what? I need to make sure these things are tight. Oops. Well, you know what? I don't know. I put that ring up underneath this bottom. Yes, I did on this one. but I don't think I did on the other one. I need to do that before I forget. I want to check it before I take it all apart because I don't think I put it in there. Damn it. It's funny, I remember something for the first one. I won't remember it for the second one. If I can do this without everything falling apart. And now we're cooking with fire. Tighten up, cheeks. Quit throwing your purse at me. All right. Now, should be right. How you doing tonight, brother? It's actually threading pretty easy. All right. Before I do that, I'll get this ready now that we got the O-ring going to the right spot. Where did you go? Yeah, and then these fat O-rings go inside here for the seal inside the cap. Come on, stupid, stand there. These tiny screws are a pain in the butt. And don't Loctite these. Let's see. Refer to fill-in instructions on page 19 during this step. This kit supplied oil is a great starting point when the ambient temperature is 75 degrees. That's about what will be this weekend. If it's cooler, you may need to use thinner oil. Likewise, if it's warmer, you may need to use thicker oil. It'll be cooler in the morning and about that in the afternoon. But I won't be getting there until noonish. Hopefully I can get there that early. All right. Here we go. Got some bubbles. You guys can see better than what I think it is. Brother and you missed me yelling at your first thing tonight. You were yelling at me? We'll let those bubbles settle. What are you yelling at me for, bro? What did I do? I'm doing this a couple times to get the air out from underneath the piston. Like 4 minutes from my local track here in North Alabama. Unfortunately, it doesn't drain water well. Stays muddy from November till like March. That sucks. Yeah, and like this has been the wettest year in Phoenix in like, I don't know, since the beginning of time. And we've missed a couple of race events because of it. So that would be my luck. Figures the rain would follow me out here. You say Northern Alabama. I've been to Huntsville. How far are you from Huntsville? All right, so we're going to put the cap on, give it a couple of turns, and we're going to compress it, hold it down, and thread it. A lot of times oil comes out at this point. Yeah, just a little bit came out, so it wasn't really too overfilled. I just had like a little bubble coming out of there. All right, now I don't have the directions pulled up, but I've read them recently. And Adam Drake says to do this as well. I think they call this emulsifying or something. Basically, we're working up a bunch of pressure inside of it And also I like using this time to check for leaks, no leaks. So then after you do that, then you break this seal, or basically take this guy out. And then you press it all the way down and hold. And we had a little bit of oil come up to that hole, but nothing really went running out. Now the temperature in here is decent. So like if we go out and it's warm up a lot warmer, then you'll need to do this again when you get outside because that heat will, well, they open up a little bit. Not much though. Yeah, very little. But let's say that's going to work. Pretty shiny springs with pink paint on them. Oh, they're stuck together. We'll put it at the top. I heard somebody in a video say that Techno started doing this and now a lot of companies are starting to follow. I don't know if they started or not. If so, good for them, but I love this. Nothing worse than driving around the track and all of a sudden it's limping and messed up because the springs come off the retainer. You lose the retainer and yeah, don't like it. So I love the idea of that, using this retaining collar, grub screw, pin, whatever it is that you want to call it. I like it. Press it down. Finish threading it on. Very little came out. Let's see, so that one. This one will be the back right. So this one will be the back left. Sorry, these are front. But yeah, you know what I mean. So anyways, now we'll, I think they call this emulsify. I don't see anything leaking. You are in Huntsville? Hell yeah. That's cool. It was like the job I was on, so like the first exit on the west side of town. I don't remember the name of that highway or interstate. But it was that first exit. There's a huge Target distribution center out there. Do you know where that's at? Ooh, that one had a lot of oil come out. Yeah, I did a job there. I was there for, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 weeks. People are very nice down there. It was a really cool place to go. We went to down on the coast, not Birmingham, further south, right on the coast. Damn, what's the name of that town? Bingham? No, I don't know. Wherever the USS Alabama ship is. Perfect. All right, front shocks are done, other than like setting ride height, stuff like that. I missed it. Did you build the shocks with bladders or free motion? Never mind, emotion. Yeah, I don't even think this come with bladders. I think there's an option for it. Maybe there's another bag that I haven't opened that has parts for it. But this is basically like there's no bladder in these pictures. They're showing me emotion. But I mean, I like the emotion style. I'm not experienced enough to say which one is better. But I do like the emotion. All right, front shocks are done. So now they want me to install it on the buggy. And yes, we will be putting Loctite on these as well. I think what we're gonna try to do is use. It's like getting heavy. It's becoming a big boy. And those of you not real familiar with techno, so it says it right here, and you can read it a couple different ways, and it's confusing. But note, black screw is right-handed thread and goes on the left side. Silver screw is left-handed thread and goes on the right side. So when you're staring at it, black is on the, am I reading that right? Black screw, right-handed thread goes on the left side. Okay, no, so it's just like you're driving it. So when they're saying left side, they're putting it here on the driver's side. So when you're staring at the front end, the black is on the right, the silver's on the left. If you get them backwards, the screws will come out. When you go to the back side, it kind of tells you the opposite, but in the end, when you look at it, black is on the right, silver's on the left, no matter if you're looking at the front or the left or the rear. But when you have the car to where like you're sitting in it, you know, and you've got it in line to where you're looking straight through it, your screws will crisscross. You'll have, you know, black across this way, silver across this way, or vice versa, sorry. Black this way, silver this way. If you don't put them in there right, you will lose them. But yeah, when it says put it on the left side, it's like you're sitting in the car. So if you're looking at it from the front, trying to put the screw in, you know, make sure you don't have it in the wrong screw on the wrong side. And let's see, shock ride height is 34 millimeter, or front ride height is 34 millimeter. Shock droop is 121. Using a droop gauge, it is 0 millimeter. It doesn't tell me if it's inner hole or outer hole. Come on, really? I think on the rear it's showing the inner hole. For the most part, it tells me what stock setup is on every hole, but not on this one. Well, there's 3 of them, so do I go in the middle or the inner? It does not say. Let's see what the setup sheet says. So there's a setup sheet in the back. Alright, let's see. Front end, they're showing the outer for stock. I love all the information that they have in these setup sheets. It's really cool. Some people, it can be overwhelming, not really wanting to mess with all that different stuff. But if you're really trying to put it down on the track and do some laps, you need to learn the setup, because setup is everything. Yeah, so here's the directions on the shocks. It's a whole bunch of shit you can read, but then it has an illustration. Even says right there for that little washer. Repair caps and insert seals. Push small screw into the O-ring. Use a drop of oil to help prevent a tear. Fill with oil, pump up and down 3 to 5 times, then screw on cap. Yeah, I pumped it a few times. I don't know if I did enough, but... And then here... Oh, it's dark. 20 times. And then pull the screw. Pull the shaft down, remove the screw, then push the shaft up and bleed air. Insert screw. Do not over tighten. Okay. So anyways, there's that. So we are going to go in this outer hole. And again, black screw goes on the right. If you're looking at it, or left if you're sitting in the driver's seat. Do not over tighten these screws. These are real fine threads. And it's real easy to strip that out. So I definitely advise not putting a drill on that. And then, I don't know if you guys probably can't really see it, but here on the back, shows it going on the passenger side. And it says black screw is right-handed thread and goes on the right side. So on the front, it said that it goes on the left side. In the back, it goes on the right side. And like I said, no matter which way you're looking at it, the screws crisscross, and if you're staring straight at it, the black is always on the right. I don't know if that helps anyone or not. Man, she sure is pretty. Cannot wait to be done with this and just stare at it. I want to stare at it for a while before I take it to the track and tear it up. And yes, nylon locking nut, and I still use Loctite. So left-handed silver screw, outside hole. It's so weird tightening things up going left. Still not something I'm used to. Huntsville has one RC track. It's pretty sweet. It's open 24/7 with power and water. Just takes forever to dry it after a dang rain. Hell yeah, that's awesome though. I know exactly where that Target distribution center is at the Greenbrier exit. Yes, that thing is like 1 million square feet or something stupid like that. We had to park in the back of the parking lot out front and then walk to the very back of that plant. It would take 10 or 15 minutes from our vehicle just to get to our work area. And that doesn't include hanging out at the security desk while they checked us into the system and gave us our badges or whatever. But anyways, it was a pretty neat job. We just went in there and did a little bit of upgrading. Cool town. Very nice people. Yeah, that place is huge. I'll never forget how big that place was. And that was back in, it was before I got my first Savage, so what was that, 2013? Man, has it been that long? It's been 12 years ago. Holy crap. Long time ago. Oh, nice and sweet. Look at that. All right, so now it's time to build the rears. Looking good, man. Race day here before you know it. I know, that's why I gotta hurry. I'm going way too slow. All right, bag M, rear shock assembly. I thought I got that bag out. What did I do with it? Yep, there it is. What was it, 842? See if we can get this built and installed before 9 o'clock, and then I'll just have to finish the rest of it. Maybe I'll try out my new camera so you guys can see me finish the build. And hoping to get some good footage here in the near future. Took forever on that first set. Let's see if we learn from our mistakes and can do it a little faster. Probably end up forgetting everything. Trying to go too fast. And now that I've done one and know how it goes, shouldn't take quite as long. Yeah, going down the USS Alabama, it's pretty cool walking around on that ship. Big, huge guns. It was good times. Yeah, so in the rear, these are a lot bigger. It's the same way for the buggy, because I remember rebuilding the shocks, and I got all the inserts and the O-rings, and I had them backwards, and they don't go together very well when you have them backwards. You setting up the GoPro on your tripod for the rest of the build? I'm gonna play around with it, probably. That or putting it on my, because I think I need to figure out a way to, or go see if, like, I don't know if Walmart carries any products for that, but I need to get like something that'll clip onto my hat, or a headband, or even, or the chest, or whatever. I know they have different ways of doing it, but I need to get something, because if I'm gonna do it at the track, of course, you don't gotta. I don't want to put it on the tripod. I want to wear it so you guys see what I'm seeing. But yes, we are going to. I don't know about for the rest of the build. I may not have. Like if I don't get a way to mount it, I don't know if I'm gonna do a video for it or not. It's possible. Yeah, here in the near future, definitely videos are going to be coming from the GoPro. But I got to figure out how to set it up to do lives and stuff like that. And I need to get that external charger so I can keep it plugged in, and it'll do like 2.5 hours on a battery, and it has 2 batteries. But I don't know. I need to get one of those external chargers. At least look into it. See how much they are. Come on, stubborn. I remember the first one's being so damn difficult. Get on there. There. I'll go ahead and do these tiny ones before I lose them. And whatever you do not over tighten these little bitty ones. Can't pay me to watch a video of a build on someone's head for a race video. It's cool, but not a build. Well, it'd be easier, one, for me, and two, it'd be better if it, like, I'm over here off to the side because the tripod's in there. I can't get my hands in here. or got to set in some stupid uncomfortable position. So, you got to give and take a little, bro. I can only give so much, man. But no, I mean, I get it. But, at the same time, okay, that's last. So this big giant guy goes on first. One of these little bastards. One of these. Another one of these little bastards. And then this guy. So there's that. It's calling for 650 in the rear. Since I don't have green slime, I'll just use the oil that comes with it. Come on. What is your problem? I cut all the little extra plastic off. Oh, did I miss that one? I missed this one piece. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's that little... Come on, focus. Anyways, little tiny tip from where it was attached to the mold. And off the guy, I get it, like when somebody's looking back and forth all over the place, it is kind of hard to watch. But if you get it a nice, give it a nice steady, don't move around, it could be good. Chest might be perfect. Yeah. Just want to be like a bobblehead. Trying to say my chest won't be like a bobblehead. Alright, so this guy again. This guy. But yeah, need to do something different. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this, I guess, but really it's for being out and at the track and whatever. Especially now that I've gotten all the practice in. When I'm not worried about where my controller's pointing, I can still focus on driving. But I don't remember where I was going with that. Man, that didn't go in straight again. What the hell? So these are 2-4. These are 6-hole. And then the front one's marked with a 12, and they got these rear ones marked with a 13. Really? You're not going to focus on that either? And I don't know if that's just to keep them straight, or if that means maybe that the holes are different diameters. I mean, I don't know why they would number them. It's got to be a difference in, is what I'm thinking. And again, I don't think he's on here anymore. He probably went to bed. But I just want to give another big shout out and thank you to Nitro Pimp. Nice little offer on that engine. After all this greatness we've already been doing. So I'm excited. He even said something about a care package. I thought that was really cool. I do appreciate everything that you guys do for me as much as you guys appreciate what I do for you. Put a little drop of oil down here just to, or silicone, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this time I didn't forget any O-rings. I feel like I'm doing most of this stuff off camera so I can see it. I need for you guys to be able to see it. And I got my arm through the tripod. As long as I don't get too crazy and bump it, this will work. Oh, I guess I need to put the balls in. It needs its balls. Okay, let's get this ready. Everything should be ready to go. So now it's fill time. Yep, 650. I want to make sure I was doing the right one. I usually don't worry too much about doing the shocks 100% right. But being that we're putting a brand new truck on the track and actually trying to race in a big boy race, I figure we'll get it really close. Probably wait a few minutes on that. Golden Witches too with the breast nipple. Just chill in front of the air conditioning. Yeah, it's pretty warm here too. We're like lows in the 50s, highs in the 70s. That's why the snowbirds come here in the wintertime. They won't be here burning up in the summertime, but they sure do like coming here in the winter. It's crazy. Campsites or like RV parks, we got a lot of people that travel in campers at work. And man, you end up in the wrong spot. They will kick you out. So emulsify. With the shock at about a 45-degree angle, hold this. So is that after? Oh, I guess I'm not doing it 100% right according to the book, but we're close. So now we'll take out the screw. Well, nothing came out, so we'll see how it feels. Not an expert. I don't know if maybe a little bit's supposed to trickle out to tell you that it's full enough, but so it's not bouncing out. You know that feeling you get when you're pushing in and all of a sudden it goes zoop, and you can kind of hear it? Like it's smooth all the way through, so I'm just going to go with the assumption that we are good. Spring first. Appreciate the content too, brother. I think it's been 18 months in supporting the channel. Can't believe it's been that long, bro. Yeah, no, man, that's crazy. I feel like I've been doing it that long, but no, I appreciate you guys hanging out, and glad that you enjoy the content, so makes it worthwhile. makes it worth doing. Congrats on all the new products Nitro Pimp's offering that way. Cool of him. Was it the FX engine? Yeah. Um, yeah, so the FX engine, and he said something about a care package. I don't know what's going to be in the care package, so to speak. Told me to send him my address, and he had a care package, so we'll see. I mean, hell, could be a freaking teddy bear, and I'd be thankful that somebody's sending me something, you know? Let's see. That goes on the right-hand side, so this is going to go on the left. Gotta make sure I put the plastic insert in the right way. But, no, we'll see what it is. But yeah, the offer of that, I mean, that's not a bad price for that engine with that pipe. That's a really nice set. I could see the oil kind of coming up to the hole and bubbling a little bit. Damn it. Yeah, you want that, want to extend it all the way out, then pull the screw and then shove it in. There we go. Ah, I keep forgetting to put the spring on. No, Nitro Pimp's a damn good dude. He really wanted that truck and threw a number out there that he probably knew I couldn't resist. You know, probably could have asked for more, but I'm not about all that. I'm about sharing. Sharing is caring. You know, and if I would have tried to put it up on eBay, you know, had to do all that work, give eBay money, I would have ended up with the same amount. So I'm happy with it. I thought it was a damn good deal. I made a very small amount of profit off of it compared to what I originally put in it. So I'm a happy camper. He got a reasonable deal on it, so I'm sure he's a happy camper. So good times in the world of RC. Alright, so this one goes on this side, and we're going to do it on the outside, just like the front. And the left side is going to be the silver. I don't know about you guys, but I always start the bottom bolt before I ever put it on the top, because this one's the hardest one to get in there lined up and get started, and that way you do it with no pressure on it. So don't know how you guys do it yourselves, but maybe a helpful tip for someone out there. A little bit of sticky juice. Man, I'm cutting it close getting this thing ready for the race. Today's already Wednesday. Oh my God. I actually wish that all thread lock was gel like that. And I'm sure I can, whoops, damn it. I'm supposed to put that on before. I'm sure I can get it somewhere, but it's nice not having it just run all over the place. There it is. Mostly together. But I don't know. I can't waste too much time trying to get the camera set up and trying to figure out all that stuff. If I can get it going real quick and get some footage, I'll do so. But the main thing is just getting it ready for the race. We got most of the hard stuff done. Let's see what we got left here. So we got the shocks done. Oh, it does give instructions for the bladder. Does it say prepare caps by inserting bladders? Use drop. Bladder build is optional. Requires 2 times TKR 6009. So if you want to do the bladders, it sounds like you got to get it buy extra parts. So it looks like we got the mud guards, the battery tray, receiver tray, which goes pretty quick. Dropping the engine in, which engine's ready. Just got to swap it over. And then the throttle linkage, steering linkage. Should be able to get it done tomorrow night, but I also got to paint the dang body. Use the 2CD insert for a Roar legal tank volume. Use stock fuel line length. That's crazy. I don't know if you guys ever seen this before, but in the Techno, you got to drop a little insert down in the tank to make it Roar legal. I guess if you're using the normal length of the tank or of the fuel line. But anyways, so yep, that's what we got left. Got to get it done tomorrow. But I'm gonna try and get some footage out this weekend for sure. Might get a little bit more footage of the build of this, but gotta go to bed here pretty soon, so no sleep for you tomorrow night. Yeah, right. I got to though. Pimp hooked me up on some old Picos and like new small block Pico. Oh yeah, he's a good dude. He's good for the hobby for sure. Good to people. So awesome, guys. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for hanging out. Wish me luck. We're gonna go see what we can do. Hopefully, we get to meet some pros. It's always, just kind of always wanted to. So it'd be neat if we could. So, anyways, you guys have a good one. I hope you get to tune in for at least Saturday and Sunday. You'll hear my name called. I'll be in one of the races or 2 of them for sure, with the truggy and the buggy. So that'll be basically 6 qualifyings I get to participate in if I have everything ready to go. Nothing breaks. Because there's 3 quals, so 3 buggy, 3 truggy. I'm just hoping to get up in like the C main, maybe low B main. I don't know. Depends on how many people are there, because there's gonna be a lot of fast people dropping down to sportsman, because it's either that or pro. But anyways, you guys have yourselves a good night. Thank you very much for hanging out. We will be back Monday. Have a good one. Thank you very much. Much love and peace.